stadiums. My philosophy is different from a lot of people, and I actually realize it when I'm in this game, this business of the music and any business. Like actually, when I get in one business, I see that my goals are not the same as a lot of my peers. So let's say that music is football, and that artists are goalkeepers, right, left wings, whatever, and number 10, the one who scores, everybody's trying to be the number 10. Everybody's trying to be the guy who's going to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. So I see, you know, I'm in this game, I'm in this music business, and I see everybody's trying to be number one. And everybody's actually trying to be the best football player, the best singer. I beg to differ. I want to own the stadium. Yeah. I don't care about being the best player. I want to be the guy who pays him. I want to be the guy with the cigar who's up there in the VIP and who's paying all the players. I want to be the fucking FIFA. It's a question of ambition. Where does your ambition stop? And too many singers that I've met in my life, beat makers, singers, writers, actors, they just want to stop here. Like, I want to be the best player, I want to be the MVP. But listen, in '96 I was a dancer, and I was rapping, and I was behind one guy, and I remember talking to a promoter, and I was telling him, hey, my album is coming. And he looked at me like, yeah, right. 99, I sold 100,000 of my first album, and the same guy was now booking my shows. And he was like, what? You did it, man. By 2000, I went to my label. Back then I was signed to a label that would belong to Sony. I went to them and I told them, I'm gonna have a label. I do beats, I know a lot of singers, I think it's a good connection. I'm gonna bring everybody here, and you're gonna do me a label here, and boom. The guys look at me, they start laughing, ha ha ha, you think he's Puff Daddy. And I look at them like, what? So by 2001, I made my own compilation, independent, and boom, I released Caribbean Soul, where most of the artists that I produced 2 years after on Sushi Roll were all discovered in this compilation. Fela, Tia, Linsha, Elisio, ABG, a lot of them, Sumia, they were all in this compilation. And everybody's looking at me like, what this guy's doing? Yeah. I take one artist, two artists, boom, 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 we start making a lot of records, we start making a lot of money, and start growing as Sushi Roll. By 2005, my contract with Sony ATV Publishing, which was publishing my songs until then, arrived to an end. So they come to me like, hey, you want to resign for 4 or 5 years because we see that you're making money? And I'm like, no. And they look at me like, what? And I'm like, no, I'm going to do my own publishing company. I had the big boss of Sony Publishing look at me like, okay, this guy's bold. No, I'm just ambitious. Boom, we continue. At a point, 2009, I realized that the label I was working with was not they were useless to me, but they were not understanding the landscape. And I was going too fast for them, so I decided to do my thing on my own. I had my record company, I knew how to mix, I knew how to record, I had my studio, I had my publishing company, I have a contract with Apple, iTunes, Spotify, etc. So what did I do? Went independent. Start doing a lot of things on the internet because I knew it was the way of the future, and everybody was looking at me like, this guy's crazy. But actually, I was right, because now everybody's on the internet. Anyway, we arrived in 2015, and I got people telling me, oh, you know, you should do shows, you should do this, you should do, and I'm like, why? All this, I did it already. And I'm just ready to go to the next level, which is being the guy who pays the players. I've been producing artists since 2003. And I've been making careers of other people at the same time as I've been making mine. And at a point, you arrive to this point where you love music. I love to do music, but you know, actually love being behind the scenes. And why would I, in 2015, try to do what I did in 98? My first big hit was in 98. But Bounce Baby. 93, I had Fiona, I had Kaysha on the 2004, I had One Love. 2005, I had Question My Heart, Something Going On, and so on and so on. I have a list of it. And I'm like, listen, the legend of Kaysha as the singer is written already. Why should I stop there and keep like trying to compete with the new kids on the block? I'm not interested. They are 20, 17, 18, I'm 41. I want to be now the guy with the cigar who owns a stadium. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Being the boss in the music industry, of my industry. This is really a question of ambition, how you see yourself, and where you want to go in life. Too many people, when they arrive in their goal, they're like, oh, I arrived. And then they stay there, either contemplating, and then all of a sudden, it's dark. Oh, shit. Oh, no more stuff. Hey. And bye. I've seen so many artists doing the same thing over and over and over again, like being in that comfort zone where you're making new money and not enough to survive, like if your career stopped, but enough to go like to see until the next month. And actually it's a very precarious condition. You really have to secure your position. This is how I see life. You in level, if when you're in that level, you secure the ground, you secure your position. Once your position is secure, you build your ladder, and then you arrive to the next level. Once you're in the next level, you secure your position, you secure the ground, you seal the ground, and then you remove all the holes where you arrive from. And then once level 2 is secure, you build your ladder until level 3, and so on and so on and so on. And that's what I do. Sometimes people tell me, hey, you should do this, you should. I'm like, I did it already. And they don't understand, because they think that people should be doing the same thing over and over again. That's not how I see life. For me, life is about going forward. So to me, everything that I did, when I do them again, it's really by pleasure. But what I'm focused on is the next thing, where the puck is gonna be. And this is why I talk about stadiums, because too many people want to be the best player. I want to be the game.